When I was in second grade, my mummy and daddy decided to leave my country, which was Scotland, and to go south to live in England. So we did. We went south and I went to a new school. I remember the first day very well. I was a very little boy and they came up to me and they said, "Hello, who are you?" And I said hello to them. But when I said something to them, they were all very surprised because my accent was very, very strong. And some of the people thought it was funny and they started to laugh at me. And it made me feel very sad. And for the first few months in the school, people, some of the boys, some of the bigger boys in the school, were very mean to me because I had this Scottish accent, because I was different to them. Sometimes I fought with them, sometimes we had fights, and usually I lost because I was smaller than them. So my life when I first arrived in England was very unhappy.
Cuando era niña, en el colegio yo fui víctima de abuso. Sufrí mucho en el colegio. Mis compañeros me miraban mal, rodaban los ojos cuando me miraban, hacían caras. Yo me ponía a pensar qué andaba mal conmigo. Y tal vez pensé que era porque ella era un poco diferente. Siempre fui diferente. Tal vez porque me gustaba hablar con las plantas, abrazaba a los árboles, o porque me escapaba con la rana del laboratorio de ciencias para que no le hicieran daño. Pensé que algo andaba mal conmigo, así que decidí no más hablar, me quedé callada. Yo ya tenía miedo de acercarme a los demás compañeros porque pensé que yo estaba mal.
I remember when I was 10 maybe or 11, we had done a really nice poster and it was almost finished, and I decided to decorate it. Some children from my group came back, and one of them, which I remember, I considered, a very nice girl, looked at it and said, "Oh, that's horrible, who has done that? It looks terrible." And I remember feeling really sad and disappointed and embarrassed, and the only thing I did was just, leave and cry. I was really upset. I just felt, I couldn't face anybody after that.
I remember when I was about 11 years old, and I was walking back home from football practice one day, and this boy came up to me, and he wasn't a nice boy. He was big, he was a lot bigger than me. He was about 5 years older, and he pushed me, and he said, "I don't like you." So I tried to walk past him, and I walked away quickly, and one of them hit me on my back, and it hurt. So I started running, and I ran home. At home I felt scared, I didn't know what to do. The pain in my back really was bad, but what was worse was the fear that I was really scared that something might happen to me again. Anyway, the next day, the same boy, he grabbed me behind the building, and he grabbed me around my throat like this, and it hurt. I found it hard to breathe and my heart was pumping fast. And he said, "I don't like you." And he started calling me names.
You've done it all.
And then one day the headmistress of the school was a very nice lady, and she came to me and she said, "Why are you always in trouble? Why are you always fighting with people in the school?" But she told me that if I told her the truth about what was happening, she could help me. And she said she would go to these boys and talk to them and stop them from doing that. And she did. And the nice thing was that some of these boys became my friends. And eventually everything stopped. People stopped laughing about my accent, they became used to it, and the headmistress made me feel that the right thing to do was to go to her and to tell her I had a problem. And I think that's what people should do if they're suffering from bullying. Everybody should say no to bullying.
Hasta que un día decidí contarle eso a mis padres, les conté lo que me estaba pasando, les conté cómo me sentía. Y ellos me dijeron que yo estaba muy bien, que era muy bien ser diferente, que estaba muy bien ser diferente, que ser diferente era bueno. Me aconsejaron que confíe más en mí, y ahora no paro de hablar. Ahora tengo muchos amigos, entiendo que ser diferente es bueno y me quiero tal cual como soy. Te aconsejo que te quieras mucho, que confíes en un adulto, que le cuentes cómo te sientes. No permitas que te digan cosas, no permitas creértele esas cosas y dile no al abuso. No to bullying.
The teacher noticed and he came up to me and he told me, I mean, what's wrong with you? You were doing such a good job. What happened? And I told him what had happened and he told me, oh, no, you know, that's not right. I mean, I really liked what you were doing. It's not right that she is making you feel like this. I'm going to talk to her. So he went and talked to her and, you know, they had a chat and I did feel better after that. So after the teacher talked to her, then I saw things differently and then I felt a lot better. So say no to bullying.
I decided to tell my dad. My dad said I had to do something. I had to be brave. I had to stand up for myself and try and ignore him, and also tell a teacher. And I walked straight to my tutor and I told her, and she said she would help me. She would try and make sure that this didn't happen anymore. And it didn't. He never bothered me again. I never even saw him staring at me. So that put the end to the bullying. So, same advice for you. Say no to bullying. Do something about it. Tell someone. Say no to bullying.
What you want.